Hello?
Hey, brother.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Hey, my name's Sean.
Oh, hey, Sean. Guess I was supposed to ask that, wasn't I?
Uh, I'm a baker in Hawaii,
What's up, buddy? What island are you on?
and I'm on Oahu.
Nice, dude. Nice. My brother's on Oahu.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I got a bunch of family out there. Most of them are on Maui, though. But my brother's on Oahu.
What does he do here?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I think he sells like coconuts or something. You know, he's living a good life, from what I hear. But he does a lot with like farms and ferments and coffee beans and other kind of Hawaiian foods off the land and just messing with them and selling them at markets and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good. It's a good. It's a good life out here.
Yeah, I bet. So what's on your mind?
A couple of things. So my landlord has pulled the plug on my home bakery.
Oh, that's a bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Actually, it's kind of like a graduation. Like, what's the next step?
Yeah.
Because in Hawaii, the space is so expensive, and it's really it's really hard to find good bread here too. So I've been bringing in really good flour. My bread's getting pretty good.
Because you have to ship
Yeah,
it
because we got to
to
ship it
Hawaii.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to ship it in. So it costs about $1 a pound.
$1 a pound. Yeah, I
All
think
in
if
all.
I was buying like
A little bit more.
organic flour, I'd be paying that easy out this way. But
Yeah.
I think I'm at like I don't know math on it, maybe like 30 cents a pound.
Yeah,
40
you're
cents
probably
a
30.
pound.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to close up shops, what you're saying.
Well, here at the house, yeah. I just called to get a little bit of insight to like what my next steps would be in the industry if I stayed in it.
Well, is it your main income?
No,
And
no, it's just
your main income, like
just
how many
fucking around
hours
money.
are you putting in a week? Regular 40?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Because because I don't clock in because it's at home, so I'm just, I bake here. I wake up and bake.
Yeah.
It's
So
nice.
you bake home at bread now. You bake home at bread. You bake bread at home. And you sell at markets or you sell to your neighbors?
Yeah, I have an online list of just the small community that I sell to.
Well, one option. It's nice the position you're in now because you work at home, so you can bake from home. You don't have to.
Yeah.
How do you say when you go from your like home to your job?
Commute.
Commute.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
done
not to
that. I haven't done
commute,
that in
yeah.
years. I forget the name of it.
Right.
Well, I mean, if I was in your spot, I would just a couple of different things. I would like look up and see if there's any farms around that have space, ovens and space. The other one would be to like find bakeries that have an oven that you like, and maybe you can talk to that bakery owner and work out some kind of deal to rent their space when they're not using the oven.
Mm.
So you could keep up the same volume that you're doing, like at your house, and then just whenever you're ready to bake, bring your bread to a bakery and bake it in their oven.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
or you could go work for somebody else as a baker,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. We don't have a lot of bakeries here. We have
yeah,
one.
but you
We
do
have
have
like
some.
one good.
Go on.
We have like one good shop.
What's the name of it?
It's called Bread Shop.
I like it.
It's
Nice and simple.
Yeah, it's simple. Simple stuff. He makes really. He's got a nice oven. Good crew. He's been there for a long time. It's a good retail storefront shop. It's expensive. I know it's expensive. I know he's paying a lot of money for it, but he's cranking out volumes. He's making money.
Yeah, I think that for like your amount that you produce, I'm guessing it's not that big compared to like
No.
actual bakeries.
Tiny. Yeah.
What are you doing, like 15 or 20 a day or a week? Or
Yeah,
what?
probably like 30 loaves. Yeah, like 30 loaves a day.
That's pretty good, man.
You know,
For at home, that's a lot of work, dude. That's a lot of work. Yeah,
I
so
think
then
the bottleneck is obviously the oven and the refrigerator. And I'm watching you as I watch you shape. The simplicity of just having like one loaf. Like, how did you come to get just the one loaf?
Well, it started because the guy
Production.
guy that I trained under, he did one loaf, and I like that philosophy of a singular focus to see how good you can become at one single thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember when, after my apprenticeship, I went to go like try to start a bakery, and I didn't have any money, so I had to go ask people for money, and they all told me no because they wanted multiple different types of breads. Some wanted like 20, 30 different types of bread, and I'm like, I don't do that. I'm sorry.
Right.
I only do one, and that's kind of what I want to do. So no deal. They told me it wouldn't work or whatever, and that's fine. They can believe as they want, but it's working. So.
Yeah,
It's just one loaf, just so that I can put all my focus into one and see if I can get it really good. That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't like choices. Not a big fan.
Yep.
So I kind of modeled the company after that and be like, you really don't get a choice.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think your certainty, and just having that one loaf is like, this is bread, and this is how it's supposed to be, and this is how I'm doing it. And
yeah,
I think I know when you get bottlenecked with refrigeration, you really have to know how to do this kind of bread. Oh, there's, if the power goes out, you're still working.
That's true. I prefer not to, but
Yeah.
but yeah, just light some candles and go at it. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something though. Just that certainty part of it.
It's the certainty.
Yeah. So you can do the same.
Being certain in the market.
You can do the same in your situation.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one loaf. It's just, kind of figure out what you want, and when other people ask you to do something else, you just tell them no. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm not good at any other breads, really. I tried to make a focaccia.
Well,
It did not work.
right. It's not that much of a stretch, but you'd have to, you'd have to be happy with it too,
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
because you
I'm
have
sure
to
it
you
tasted
have to
fine.
love, yeah, you gotta love the product, and that's what like ultimately shines in the bag when people buy it, is they're gonna
What's
feel
the
that
What's the name of
intention.
your bakery out there in Hawaii?
It's called the Quantum Baker.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it. And how long have you been
Quantum is everywhere.
how long has you been in how long you been in business at the bakery?
I just started this year, and I've been baking for about 10 years, just for myself and my family.
Yeah.
And I'm self-taught, but I have a food background, so I worked in Michelin star restaurants and had a
Yeah.
good foundation, but I
That's what I
never
was
baked.
thinking about bakeries in Hawaii is that you may not have many good bakeries, but you have some really good Michelin star restaurants, and it's possible you
Yeah,
could approach them and ask them to use their space when they're not doing it. You know,
yeah,
depends on.
yeah. There's
They can be a little bit of assholes, but if you're used to that kind of
yeah,
environment, then you'll be fine when you go ask them.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I just got back from. I went to the International Baking Expo in Vegas
Really.
last month, and then I did a workshop in San Francisco before I came back to Hawaii,
With
and met a lot
SFBI.
of people there. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, at Keith Justo's at the Central Mill.
Oh, Central Milling.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you're out on the East Coast. You use that's a little stretch for you.
Yeah.
I think
There's like.
Central Mill is more West Coast.
Yeah, I know of them. I baked out west before in Oregon and Washington.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
this
Yeah,
winter
yeah.
I visited a bakery in Washington this last winter. It was pretty nice. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
those.
so
Go on.
I think that was the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about moving, was to partner up with another cafe or a restaurant that needs bread, and then supply them bread as rent,
Yeah,
so that they get
easy
basically free
peasy.
bread.
Terms are negotiable for sure. If you
Yeah,
find somebody that's nice, you're gonna have good terms. I remember
right,
my brother
right.
was looking at a kitchen space in Oahu, and they wanted it was like a shared kitchen or something, and they wanted like 5,000 a month in rent. And he asked me about it, and I was like, man, you have to sell whatever you're selling. You have to sell a lot of it to cover
Yeah,
that rent.
yeah,
This is food.
yeah.
It's $5,000 is a
Yeah.
lot of work, a lot of effort to get
A
that much
lot of
money.
bread.
Yeah, so
But yeah, that's typical here. That's about right. I mean, it's like when you add everything up, um, we're fortunate to bake at home, but then, when the landlord pulls, did you buy that place that you're in?
no, I have a landlord. They're
Yeah.
very,
So,
very, very kind, super nice people.
yeah,
I'm so lucky, I'll tell you.
yeah, really lucky,
Yeah, I am.
really lucky.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not a day goes
eventually,
by.
hopefully, eventually you'll get that house. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. But I'm, my thought or the way how I view it now is like, this place and me may not always be here, and I'm just
Yeah,
fortunate to have it at the moment and just trying to do the best I can with it while I got it.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It's a blessing for sure. You just got to treat it as a blessing. Keep feeling blessed. keep
that's right.
gratitude going. Keep the
So
gratitude flowing.
so you got to
Could end
move.
tomorrow.
You gotta move, is what your landlord said, or you say no more bread?
Just no more bread here.
Why?
Because she doesn't want the business. She doesn't want people walking up to the house. She doesn't want the ovens here.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't know the cottage laws out that way, but
yeah, it's totally legal. Yeah, they encourage it. The state wants us to be doing it, so they encourage home bakers. They used to not let us wholesale, and now they just changed the law, so now we can wholesale,
interesting.
which is kind of nice. So that opened the door. That was going to be my next step, was just to wholesale to restaurants and markets.
Yeah, if you in my experience, I've worked with some restaurants before, and I had a good run with one, like 3 years or so. I was doing their bread. It's a small restaurant, but delicious. We had a falling out, but I have been making these like little tiny rolls. They're like, I don't know, 5-6 inches, and
Yeah.
I give them to a cafe. They make sandwiches with them.
Yep.
I really like them. They're local. I support them as much as I can, but I don't make any profit on that loaf.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm just doing my part as being a community member.
Yeah, they gotta buy them super cheap. That's the problem. They want them for nothing, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what the other companies charge, but I'm not making any money on it.
No, they don't pay.
Yeah,
anything.
but other than that, like
But you get that
normally
marketing, though.
I normally tell restaurants to not want my bread. Like people ask, right? But I just tell them I don't do it because my product is too inconsistent. It changes all the time. There's a bunch of holes in it sometimes. Sometimes there's no holes in it. Like it's a mess. And I'm just not interested in meeting their demands.
Yeah.
So, plus I've tried to be consistent and it doesn't happen. So.
No,
Sorry.
I know.
But yeah, if you have a consistent product, by all means, sell the hell out of it.
And I don't. It's not real consistent. At least by my standards, it's not. But everybody.
Maybe you could find a restaurant that is down for that type of product, right? Like, I don't know, a wine bar that does charcuterie plates or something.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I gotta hit a lot more local places out here. Do you ever get into shipping?
No. People ask, but I tell them no.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like the bread sitting around for that long, and then I don't know the conditions it's being shipped in, whether it's like frozen on the bottom of a plane or heated up in the back of a truck or something. And the carbon footprint's pretty high. You have no choice. You're in Hawaii. But what are you gonna make bread out of jackfruit or something? I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Right. So the shipping thing, no, not really. I have before, but it's expensive because I overnight it, and it's like it's a lot of money and a lot of effort.
Yeah, super expensive.
Yeah, and then my bread sells out every day at the markets, and for 5 years now or something like that. So
yeah, I'm sure.
I don't have any interest in like, I need to increase sales. Well, I can't really unless I make a different type of bread.
Yeah. Are you maxed out on volume?
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, your oven won't push anymore.
No. She won't. Yeah. She can do different types of bread. Ones that require different temperatures, like either hotter or colder. But I'm working a lot at the moment on this one, and it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
I'm still researching it. So no, I don't have any interest at the moment to make more. I'm still trying to get this one right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bummer,
I
dude.
think that if you're selling out of that every day, that's it. I mean,
Well,
you make
the way
four or
I
five
think
hundred
about
bucks a
it,
day.
the way I think about it is, if you make it and you don't sell it, you're doing something wrong. Why are you going
Right.
through the effort to make something if it's not going to sell?
Yeah.
So like when a loaf doesn't sell at the market, which happens, I think it's really rare, but really rare, like one every few months or 6 months or something, one might not sell. And then I look at that loaf because I go pick it up, you know. I'm just so disappointed in myself. Like, what did I do wrong? You know, the bread's not good enough. If it was good enough, I wouldn't have this one
It'd
left
fly.
over. You know?
Right. It would fly. Yeah.
Right. So
I know. I beat myself up about that too. But the truth is, people don't eat bread every day, and you get the people that are going to eat it, you know, and then when they come back, it's not going to be daily. It's interesting that
go
You-
on.
I don't know how big your community is that your market's at. But everybody knows your bread, for sure.
Some people, yeah.
Or at least everybody that's in their market, in that market.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
So it could be like this month and next month you're gonna be out all the time. You're gonna be just done.
yeah, this month, November, I'm increasing my donations to the food shelf a lot. That's for sure. I don't know how long I can sustain it, but I'll do my part. Yeah, I think Burlington, which is the nearest big town, it's like 40 minutes drive, and it's like 300,000 people or something. To me, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, my town is 2,000 people, but we're all really spread out, and we do have a little country store. I like that little country store. But then other than Burlington, I just sell in like small towns, and it goes, you know. People just there's not that too much people, but it's still people really want the bread. And maybe because the cuisine's different here in Vermont than it is to Hawaii. People love bread here.
Yep. Yep. Do you have a lot of competition?
I think so. When I came into the market 6 years ago, it'll be 6 years January 1st, like they have like 2 bread aisles of local bread. You know, like tons of bakers here. There's people next to me. I've never met them. I talked to them on the phone. They're called Elmore Mountain Bread, and they are big. Been around a while. Make really good bread. Make really good mills. It's called New American Stone Mills. And they, I just ordered one from them.
They mill their own stuff?
Yeah, they mill all their flour, then they make the mill. And the mill, in my opinion, is the best you can get. Vermont granite.
Wow.
Yeehaw. So they finally came out with a line small enough that'll fit in my bakery. So I got one ordered, and it'll be here in December. I'm really excited about that. Get a new mill.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah, the bread market was was stocked up. There was plenty of options. You know, there's a bakery in almost, you know, not every town. There's lots of towns, but like my neighboring town, Fairfax, there's a bakery there. Never been. Some of the country stores bake their own bread. In Burlington, there's a bunch of bakeries. Yeah, bread is everywhere here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came into a saturated market, but it doesn't. That's not really my concern. My concern was trying to focus on the crumb, and to get the crumb where I want it to be, and then let the other things take care of themselves. So, no marketing, no nada, just put the bread on the shelf, and just focus
Just
on
try
the
this.
crumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to like other bakeries, I don't, whatever, you know. So what?
Yeah.
That's not my. I don't give a shit. Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Find out.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, I think when I put it another way, one of my friends asked me, she's like, "What do you think about your competition?" And I said, I only compete with me, and that's it. There's no need for me to focus on anything else. Just how good am I doing?
Yep.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then if you don't have any bread in your market, then let me know. I'll come over and I'll start a bakery there.
Well, it's been like there are pockets of the island that are bread scarce, and they don't have, you know, like we have. I don't know if you're familiar with the island.
A little bit.
If you've been here before, you know. Yeah, so you know the North Shore.
Yeah.
Probably pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the North Shore doesn't have any bread. You know, there's no bakery up there, and there's tourists that go up there all the time, just to stay up there, and especially around, like right around now, they start flocking in for the waves, and they, you know, there's nowhere to get fresh bread in the morning, like nowhere. So,
and you're not up that way,
that
are
whole
you?
market, no.
Where are you at?
No, but there's a lot of good opportunities. I'm right in Pearl City. I'm right by Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, okay.
Not far, and kind of centrally located.
Yeah.
I could be on the North Shore in a half an hour, so everything's really close. I mean, this island's small, so everybody kind of knows where everything is, and everything's kind of centrally located in Honolulu, which is, you know, the hub. And if you want bread, you got to drive pretty far to get a good loaf. So I think too that, you know, that bakery that I mentioned is about 10 years old now. Maybe, about 10 years old. So people are kind of like, you know, what is the competition? Like, do we have no other bread on this island? Is nobody else going to bake bread? And I think if anything, like anything good here sells, as long as it's good, people are gonna find it and they're gonna buy it. And then, you know, we get 10 million tourists a year, so the tourists are gonna come in, they're gonna find it too.
You know, I was
It's
thinking
like Burlington. You guys get a lot of tourists coming in Burlington, especially this time of year, because everybody wants to go skiing.
Yeah, you know, I had some people visit the bakery today from Italy. Wild. Wild stuff.
Wow.
We shared some bread and olive oil.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, if you have restaurant experience and some cash hanging around, and it's an open market, then, you know, I would say the risks are big, but
the risks are big, and I'm older than you, so
well,
you got that.
Yeah, I'm only 22 years old.
Yeah, right. See, I'm 27.
One thing about opening a bakery is that, in my case, like, I don't know if I can trust anyone to put in the same amount of effort that I would. And that's kind of like, that's a hesitation for me, because what if I go into business with someone and the other person doesn't pull their weight? You know, that would really suck. I wouldn't want to have that kind of stress on top of the stress of starting a new company.
No.
Which is stressful enough. I mean, the risk is there, man, but do it anyways. Who cares about your age? You know, like the bread doesn't care how old you are.
Thank you.
Right?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You know,
and the older you get, the more you appreciate, the more you can refine a loaf, I think. I don't know if you found that the older you got, the more critical you were.
Yeah, for sure. It was like, it changed when I was in like my mid 20s or so, when I was like, hey man, you know, you gotta focus on what you're doing. Stop playing around so much and get better.
Yeah.
And now my standards for myself are so high. I definitely feel a lot of tension in my like shoulders and upper back from it, but whatever, that's the weight you gotta carry. It's just too bad. Can't have your cake and eat it
I think
too.
and countering that, you know, if you want to do this for another 5 or 10 years, is doing the stretches, you know, taking care of your body on your day off, you know, getting a massage 2 to 3 times a month.
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. I mean, that you got one day off? You take one day?
Yeah, pretty much. I get Friday nights off and Saturdays off, except Saturday mornings for just cutting wood, but I don't know, it's not really. Sometimes I don't do that, you know, I'll go out, go camping or do some other hobby or something.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have to do that. I've cut enough wood, I can kind of, you know, it's not as like in the beginning when I didn't have any wood. Now I have like a good stockpile, so it's like, if I didn't get to it this Saturday, then I'll do it next Saturday and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day pretty much. But I take off of work, close the bakery quite a few times in a year.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. So even though
that's your rehab.
Yeah. I'll put in, you know, 90 hours plus a week at work, but I take off like 4 or more months a year. Like, I'm really, you gotta, you know, the first couple of years, it wasn't as much time off. I was trying to build things up and didn't have funds in the bank account, but now the priorities are changing. And
and your market gives you that grace.
I mean, do they have a choice? You know?
Yeah,
I mean, what are they going to say?
Right?
So what are they going to say?
Are they
no?
Are they that loyal?
I mean, it's not.
Well, they're not going to say no. They're just going to go. They're going to buy other bread. So
I mean, let them. You know.
Yeah.
Let them. It doesn't. I think that, you know, the markets get pissed, and the customers, a lot of them will definitely get mad. Like, I'll get emails in all caps about how I didn't like give people enough time to prepare and stock their freezer before I took off, you know. So, but now I kind of got a handle on it, and I give plenty of notice as much as I can. Yeah,
I'm just the same way. I don't communicate with my
it's terrible. Then, like,
customers.
I don't even tell. I just put like a little sign on the shelf, like, whatever. Yeah, I mean, but I'm also kind of a rebel in that sense, in like the business sense, because I don't like want to say like just because business is done a certain way with other bakeries and markets, it doesn't mean I'm going to do business that way. You know, if I only want to work 6 months, then that's what you get. And I'm not a.
I mean.
Sorry.
No, there's Michelin star restaurants that do the same thing. They'll close. There was this one guy. This one guy closed for 6 months. He'd be open for 6 months, and he'd close for 6 months.
Yeah,
just because
I'm
that
thinking,
density.
I'm thinking about doing the same thing. To tell you the truth, like I might like work during the winter up here,
Hmm.
and then take off 6
During the
months,
spring.
5 months, 6 months, in like spring and summer. But who knows? Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't.
So you prefer the winters there?
I love the winter. It's
Oh,
dark.
nice.
It's cold, like my heart, and there's snow. There's snow everywhere. You know, if it's a good season, there's snow everywhere, and I like to play. You know. So
Yeah.
the worst part is
Yeah,
when
it's quiet.
because the bakery, yeah, super quiet. The bakery is like inset into the ground, and the windows are at like the level of the grass. And so when
So you're underground a little bit.
yeah, a little bit, like halfway. And when the sun starts coming up and it's been dumping all night snow, and then still snowing and the snow's coming up the windows, and you're sitting there baking and you still have like 4 hours left of work, and you're like, no, I want to go outside. Yeah, life is really hard. Life is just unbearable. Ridiculous. So yeah, it's important to take
hard.
off, right, for the balance. But there's
Yeah.
also, if you aren't successful in business, you can't do that. You need to make
No.
money.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just lucky right now. That's it. And
Yeah.
also
That
my financial
the fact that
advisor
you
doesn't
just
like
said
that.
that.
It takes so much money off. It takes so much.
No, I know. The fact that you just said that, though, it gives me a whole different, like, planning horizon with my family. 'Cause that's a whole nother, like, aspect of opportunity that, you know, if you bust ass for 6 months and then take a month off, that could be a really big break.
Sometimes
I like that idea.
I like the idea too, but when I talk to people about my schedule, they don't seem that interested in it. I tell you.
Really?
No, just because the hours are long when I do work. And I don't know, maybe they just don't see as much as appeal in taking off whenever you want for as long as you want. I absolutely adore that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Instead of just working 5 days a week or 6 days a week,
Right.
and you're still, I guess,
You know, but the other thing
your
too,
nights are long.
yeah, they are long. The other thing is, I've like built the company around that, so I'm fortunate, you can say, that I don't have staff that rely on me for their income. You can't come work for me because you have a family to support, but I'm gonna go, shut the bakery down for 5 weeks and travel. Like that wouldn't go over so well. So I just have it in position for the people that help out to, they're in the financial position where that's okay with them too.
Yeah.
So if you had this bakery, and you want to take off a month, it's possible. It's possible. But
I mean, would you ever get to the point where you could let somebody like bake while you're gone?
No.
You wouldn't.
I mean, I would need a different bread and a different oven. This bread is difficult. The oven's ridiculously hard. It's not a. If anybody is skilled enough to do this type of bread and work that type of oven, they're not going to work for somebody. They're just going to go do it themselves and make the money.
Yeah. Right.
The money's in the ownership, so.
Right.
Yeah. So in the future, let's say that I get this bread correct and I can do it consistently, then the next step is to be a capitalist. But right now, And for the last 6 years, it's just research, just trying to learn more about this bread and keep working at this bread. And I might be close. Maybe like by February, we might be onto something really good. But it's trending. The bread's trending in a positive direction.
Yeah. Well, it's you, not the bread.
Oh, say that again.
It's you. It's not the bread.
I don't know.
Yeah. Don't get the two confused.
I'm trending.
It's nothing more than because it's nothing more than an extension of you.
This is true. It is an extension of me.
Yeah,
I kind of think
Yeah.
You can also work in reverse to where like the bread is an extension of me and I'm an extension of the bread. We are together.
Yeah.
We're kind of in this together. And then I burn the hell out of it in an extremely hot oven and people eat it and then it's an extension of them.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, dude.
That's right. And that's where, your extension comes into the product. Like you are the product. And people buy it because of you. They don't buy it because of the bread, really, ultimately. It's because of you.
You think that?
And for sure. For sure. There's only when you have a choice on a shelf, what pulls you to that product is just the energy that's in it.
Whoa, man, this is good.
You shop the same way.
This is good.
You shop the same way. So when you choose, right, you're going to choose the product with the most energy, or what you think is going to give you the most energy, and get the best out of it. So doing all these things, like perfecting the loaf, putting the love in, giving the consumer the best possible experience that you know how to make, is only exclusive to you. Like there's nobody else in your bakery. This is all you. This is just coming straight from the source. So no matter if you have a shitty day, it might be shitty bread, and you'll see a difference in the sales. Yeah. If you're on fire and you're like, you got things rocking and everything's timing and everything's proofing out perfect and the oven's at the right temperature, it's like those days are rare. but I'm telling you that when the bread comes out and you feel it, that's when shit starts happening. So I think that's all you. You know what I mean?
I agree with you 100%. That's for sure. Last time things were firing on all cylinders was 3 years ago in last February. 3 years. It's been a minute. But I'm working towards getting back to that firing, getting it back to being on fire, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What happened?
If I knew, I'd fix it. I would fix it right away.
That's weird.
I don't know what happened. I'm thinking that it's a combination of my mill breaking, and so I had to go to this flour from Quebec instead of getting the berries and milling them. And I think that the age, I mean, this is all theoretical. I do not know what I'm talking about. But I think that the age of the flour, since it's been milled, the gluten kind of doesn't want to act right. And I've been having a problem with my leaven for a long time, and I think I'm just now getting a hang of it and getting her back on track. I think.
Yeah. So you have a high hydration leaven?
No, low. It's at like 55%.
Okay, so it's like a whole week. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's like I used to do that all the time. Like my leavens were really, really dry, and I made outstanding loaves of bread with it. And I didn't know that those two were connected.
I don't know.
So yeah, you're right. The leaven is really, like I'm starting to shift back, and to me it smells different every freaking time I make it. It smells different.
I've been taking in neighbors' sourdoughs and running some tests on them and tracking the data. And I thought that because mine was drier than theirs, everyone else is like a home baker, and theirs is 1:1:1, so 100%. And I thought that because mine wasn't wet, that there was more flour in it, then it could support more yeast growth. But I haven't found that to be true. It just seems like the leavens I've tested, which is mine, which are dry, and then the neighbors, which are wet, and I've probably done 10 of them this month. I haven't seen any correlation between how much yeast in it's based on whether it's wet or dry. It seems like that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you get the same yeast production, right? You should get same bugs, same.
That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think with the wetter leaven, you're going to get a sweeter product.
Sweeter.
I think it adds, to me, it adds a touch of sweetness, at least to my loaves. And then the crust is amazing with the whole wheat, with the drier leaven. It just makes the crust unforgettable. But the crumb is like the sweeter crumb comes from the leaven. The hydration in the leaven. Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that. I always thought that like the crust, I mean, the way I focus on the crust is by the oven temperature, not like, I never thought about it as leaven, but I haven't used a wet leaven, I mean, since like I was working at other bakeries, however many years that was ago, 7-8 years ago since I've used a wet one. So I kind of don't have a frame of reference anymore. And I'm not interested.
Have you ever used both?
It. No.
Yeah.
It was either this one, the dry one, when I would do it on my own, or a wet one when I worked for other people.
Yeah. See, I think because you're not fermenting very long, like you're not overnight. It's just straight fermentation.
Yeah.
Your product is probably getting it's probably, I haven't tasted it, so I'm sure it's freaking amazing though. I've seen it, and I think that, you know, like you said, the crumb is really the challenge.
Yeah, that's the focus.
I think that's yeah.
The other things will take care of themselves. The crust and
yeah, because you got the wood. Yeah, exactly. You got the wood firing. Everything else is freaking perfect.
Yeah, the wood oven's nice in its ability to transfer a lot of heat quickly, but the maintenance, firing, and skill, I could do without. If I can get an oven that's not wood fired but still heavy mass, I would do that. Because this bread doesn't have like a wood hint to it. You know, the fire is gone when I put the bread in it.
Yeah, you're just getting the heat.
Yeah, from the brick.
Yeah.
I've had some people say,
but it's saving you all that money. It's saving you all that electricity.
That's true.
You don't have a big electric bill.
No, but I do have to go cut wood all year round.
Yeah.
So If
Yeah.
I always imagine like having a bakery in the future and like showing up in the morning because I slept that night and like going to the oven and like pressing a button, just a single button, and just crying, and like my
Yeah.
staff looking
Yeah.
at me like,
Yeah.
why is this guy crying? And I'll be like, you guys have no idea. You have no idea the pain and suffering it takes to
Yeah.
cut and stack and move wood all year for 100,000-pound wood-fired oven.
Yeah.
All you have to do is press a
Yeah.
button. With you move
Yeah.
your finger. You could probably use your elbow.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cry every
Yeah.
day with joy about how easy life is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then I go and went to stage at a bakery last winter in Washington, and their oven's on a timer. They show up and it's already on. I was like, you gotta be
already
kidding
on.
me. It turns on when you're sleeping. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I am so
It's
out of the
already
loop.
off doing that.
So far gone.
Well, you don't turn yours off, so it's always on.
Yeah, pretty much it's always on. Yep.
It's always going.
Just gotta, if
So
I fire it once
all
a
you
day.
gotta do is
Yeah, just kind of add some
Yeah.
more heat to it. And then I bake pretty hot. Like my deck temperature is like 610, 615. Because I
Oh,
want,
wow.
you know,
yeah, you need the
I
duration,
like,
right?
I like
Yeah.
that really thin crust. I don't like a thick crust.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if the dough is right, it really likes that big, huge heat. It really does.
Yeah. And it hits that hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long will it hold 600?
Oh, you know, the first bake. And then it'll drop a few degrees,
Okay.
10 degrees or so. And then
Oh,
for
that's
the
it?
next bake and the next bake. And I do 4 bakes. And when I'm done,
So you're
I
up
don't know
you're up
what-
over 500. Every bake's over 500?
Oh, absolutely. If I'm at like
Oh, wow.
580, that the bread's not gonna be that good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be pretty shitty.
Wow, that thing holds heat.
So, and then the leaven is this. It's just a piece of the dough. And then I'll just let it sit. And then like 6 in the morning or so, I'll use that to make the leaven for the bread that night.
Mm.
And that's it. No gimmicks. I don't have like a separate one
Yep.
that I keep. I used to keep one, feed it 4 times a day, and then that kind of sucked. So I went down to 3 times
Yeah.
a day, and that kind of sucked. And then, you know, go on and on, 2 times a day, and then 1 time a day, and then finally I was like, you know what? Why am I even have this separate one? Do I really need it? And it turns out I don't. So, yeah, I try to do as little as possible. That's for sure. It's kind of the
Yeah,
whole
and that
thing.
you know what though? That's really like all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it takes is that one little piece, and yeah, you
Yeah,
could even
but that philosophy of doing as little as possible, that I put that into every aspect of it. Like, you know, how little effort can I put in mixing? Like, can I mix it for less amount of time? You know, when I'm shaping
Yeah.
it, it's like, how hard do I have to pull or push on the dough? Can I apply less pressure to the dough with my hands?
yeah. Yeah.
And the same thing with like running the business and marketing and such. Like, the less I'm involved, the better things seem to be.
Yeah. Yeah, sustainability.
That's true.
You got to sustain it. And that's what it takes. I think, you know, if you pulled back and went up to like 20,000 feet, you wouldn't see any changes. There's really no changes in the. I mean, the little changes that you I don't know if you see changes from the batches, like from your first batch to the second batch.
I do.
But nobody's gonna. Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, it's on an even smaller level. I noticed changes
Yeah.
from like the first 8 that I shaped to the second 8 that I shaped, and so on.
Yeah.
I'm on like
Yeah.
looking at it with a microscope, you know. I mean, literally. Ah!
Yeah. Yep.
It's funny.
Yep.
So okay.
Is it cold in there?
No, 75 right now. Kind of,
Oh,
sort
yeah,
of.
that's nice.
It's a complicated system because the oven is a negative air pressure because it's takes in air to feed the fire, and then so like the air needs to come from somewhere, so the building's not really that well sealed off, and the cold air kind of moves through the building, but changing everything. It's like a flow of air. However, the thermometers stay in the same spot, so I kind of get a gauge of what's going on, and it's like 75 and a half right now. It's not cold though.
Okay.
That's kind of as
That's
low
perfect.
as it'll get when I'm baking. So,
Oh, it starts going up from here. Yeah.
yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay, Sean, my time's up, buddy.
All right, brother. Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for the inspiration. Hey, look, you're huge. You're huge in the community, and you're going to be huge online. Keep this work up. Keep it online. Keep the videos coming. It's going to pay off huge, and I'm looking forward to seeing where you go. You inspire me, and I'm sure you inspire a huge community.
Thanks, dude.
Accept your greatness.
Do you have Instagram? You want to follow me on there? Just keep in touch.
I'm at the Quantum Baker.
All right. Do you already follow me?
At the Quantum Baker. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right. Send me a message, or I'll send you one. Keep in touch.
I will, and I got your number here too, and I'll keep in touch and keep messaging you and yeah, keep this going.
This number is just for this kind of internet thing.
Oh, okay.
If you want to text me,
All right.
My phone number is on the internet. You can Google it.
Yeah, no. I'll DM you through Instagram. I'll just send you a message there.
Great, dude.
All right, brother.
Aloha.
Hang in there. Have fun. Aloha. Take care.
That guy is real nice. Sean.